Okay, so we have another update to Heroes. It's going to be, well, it is hero skills. So again, we're based on the shield that we have, or the color of the shield that we have is going to be more effective against the enemy's same type of shield. So down here we have an active skill, and then down here we have a passive skill. So passive skills obviously are just always on. So this guy just gets one reroll of any dice that are still here to be waiting to be used, or he has a one-time only skill. Well, one per turn is 2 times whatever dice you put in here will do double damage to a yellow. So if we roll a dice and get a 6, I can deal with this in one hit. I didn't get a 6, so what I could do is I could technically re-roll, and later on that'll be more effective because you'll be able to drop your dice in here to make sure they don't get rolled again, and then you can drag them back out to use them. So like if you want to keep a certain value, maybe I wanted to keep a 5, just to guarantee that I got it some decent dice. To get rid of certain values, you can do that. So I'll get rid of 1. I'll just re-roll these. Hopefully I get a 6. Oh, I've got a couple 6s. That one stops. Okay, so I can drop this 6 in here to instantly deal with that, and then obviously can't put any more in there. It won't let me. The skill has been used. So drop that one in, kill the guy off. Obviously there's no use for this dice now. You just drop it in, kill him off again. Why not? Finish that deployment, and now we got higher on the red, so we'll try with this guy. Again, he has different skills, so we've got +1 to all remaining dice, so it's the same thing. Drop a die in here, and then any dice that are left over, you get +1 to it. So ideally you just want to drop a low number in there. So technically, as there's 4 dice here and I drop a 3 in there, I actually get a better return. But now you run the risk of his passive, because it says any dice put into red gets +1 to it, apart from 6s obviously, because 6 is as high as you can go. So if I put a 5 in there, it becomes a 6. But it also has a non-red. If I put a 6 into any of these, I will take damage. So if I just show you that, drop my health down to 4. And of course I can deal with whatever, so that 4 in there became a 5, so it's down to 1 now, or into the 6 it becomes a 2 because it's not red. So again, only works against the reds. So we're going to finish this guy's movement. Now we're going to bring this guy down here just to finish this enemy off. Okay, so he's easily done it. But basically this guy has a special skill here as well, which is slightly different. It's not focused on the purple. This guy can actually just do whatever to all of them. So any value you put in here just takes away from all 3. So it basically makes the dice 3 times as powerful, but at the same time, like in this case, there's no yellow here, so technically it's only dealing with these 2 anyway. So I just drop the 2 in and that'll kill them off. And then he also has a passive where any 1s you put into a purple become a 6. So if I rolled really badly and got a load of 1s, I could still easily deal with the purples. Of course, 2s would still be 2s and so on, but any 1s would actually have a very good effect against purple. So we're going to finish this guy's move, and then some new events will come up. And of course now there's 4 events, and I can't deal with 4 events with 3 people, so I will take damage this turn. Well, I would if this was working, but it's not currently. So we'll just show the skills a bit more. Just move over here, try to deal with this guy. So we can do that easily. Kill him. And let's go here with this guy. So if I get a 6, I can just deal with this event straight away. I'm very close already, so just do that. Kill that one. And we're going here. Later on they will get extra defenses, which will be like certain dice underneath with numbers that you need to avoid. And then if you roll that number, so like say I got 3 5s here, and if he had a defensive dice of a 5, it might actually be really bad for me to have rolled those 5s, which is where the saves here will come in handy, but for now we're okay. So I can do this. I can do this without using my skills anyway, but it would have technically saved me 1 dice. But so far there's no other use for dices yet. But maybe later I'll add in some way to save up your dice for later use or something. Obviously, if you're fighting one enemy, the skills are very powerful, but you can technically have another enemy over here. And your skills will only, well, this skill you can use for any of them. Oh, I need to roll. But for like the ones that only deal with one, they only deal with one attacker. So for the ranger guy, if I want to do double damage to a yellow shield, I have to pick which enemy I want to focus on. So I'm going to hurt this guy again with that. Can I do this? I think I can just about do this with my 2 5s here. And we'll deal with this one because he's got the biggest numbers up here, so we'll see if we can deal with this guy. I don't even need to re-roll this one, so I'll just put it in there to deal with that. But yeah, the defensive numbers underneath will be like how the other guys will lose health. It will also have effects to just completely remove the dice from play or something like that as well. So the knight's not the only one that can take damage, he's just the only one that can take damage currently. Eventually, if you roll a certain number that's here, you could potentially lose health on the other guys as well. I'll still got this guy to move. He'll probably deal with this one. But as I say, I can't currently lose the game. Hoping for a 6, doesn't look like I'm going to get it, but never mind, we'll just deal with this guy nice and easily. And then the next spinner will turn up. And obviously you can see them merging in here occasionally, which means that you can see that this 14 in the red is way higher than the other values, which means the knight would be way better against this enemy compared to the other 2 guys. Although the other 2 guys can deal with the events. I mean, if the knight was dead, they'd have to, right? But obviously it's easier for the knight to deal with this guy compared to the other 2. And obviously if the numbers were in the purple, then it would be maybe this guy's job to do it, because if you get only 1s, he'd do it much faster than the other guys could.